Okay, shalom aleichem to everyone. Welcome to Moshiach Shiur. Shkoyach for everyone for coming. Shkoyach for letting me speak. Okay, so we're coming up to Shloshim Yom Kedem Achag, obviously to Yud Nissen, but also it exists right after Yud Nissen is Pesach, and Pesach has a very very big shaychus to Geula. The whole idea is the Yidden leaving Mitzrayim, and obviously the same thing is the us leaving Galus and going to Geula. So. The chaimer of the shir is from a shir of Rabbi Zirkin online on like learnmoshiach.com. Fine. So there was one time a merchant who he was traveling and he settled down in an inn for the night, and whatever he put his things down and he slept, whatever it was. He woke up very early morning before the sun rose, like it's basically the middle of the night. And he collected his things and he left and he started leaving. As he was leaving, the innkeeper, the kachma owner, sees this person and takes the opportunity and starts screaming as he's leaving. Starts screaming, "Oi!" It's the middle of the night. Maybe this guy could be like, the innkeeper is going to pretend that this person's like a robber and he's leaving, in a hurry. And the innkeeper starts screaming, "Oh, this person that's leaving, he stole all my things and he's leaving. He's running away." So and obviously it wasn't true, and whatever, he went and the person, fine, that's the mashal. It's a mashal given actually in the Medrash by the Yidden by the time of Yetzias Mitzrayim. That as we know, the Yidden, they ran away. They ran away from the Mitzrayim, so to say. They had to run away. And also, even more, the Mitzrayim were chasing the Yidden out by Yetzias Mitzrayim, and also we know from the story later, and also Bechlal, they claimed all the Yidden took all their things. Obviously, that isn't true. Number one, they gave it to them, and also even more, the mice after that, all the years that they worked in as slaves for the Egyptians, it would add up to all the gold and silver that they took with them. So now there's a few big differences, and this is basically what the shir is going to be about, between the Geula of Yetzias Mitzrayim and the Geula of Mashiach. And we're going to go over just a few small points. We'll see what we cover. And So number one, like we just mentioned now, and it's a very big difference, is that by Yetzias Mitzrayim, the Yidden, they ran away. They sort of say they had to run away. And we're going to speak more about that. But by Geula, it's the opposite. By Geula, there's no one running away. Everything is going to be in a derech. It's going to be, you're not going to be running away. We'll explain a little bit more. Obviously, everything's going to be karaf ayin, chulu. But that's not an Indian of running away. That's an Indian of it happening fast. Not an Indian of running away from the bad. Fine. There's two more mashalim given in Midrashim. The first medrash is that it's a famous mashal. Everyone probably has heard it before. There was one time someone in the middle of the night, he was he wanted to light a candle, and he lit the candle and the wind blew it out, and then he lit it again, the wind blew it out. And every time he lit the candle, the wind blew it out. And so the person kind of gave up. He said, "You know what? I'm going to wait for the sun to come out. The sun's going to come, and the sun is going to shine much brighter, and it's not going to go out. And then I'll be able to do what I need to do." And obviously, the nimshal is that all the other golasin were temporary. Like he had his candle, he had his light for a minute or whatever it was, but then it went out. Then it lit again, then it went out. But by the Geula Sida, the sun kilu is going to come out. The Eibishter is going to reveal himself, and when the Eibishter reveals himself, it's going to be in a way of kiyum. That's what we're going to go into a little bit more. Another mashal, not another medrash, not a mashal. The Eibishter says that when the Yidden left Yetzias Mitzrayim, that by Yetzias Mitzrayim, when I took them out, it was me and my bezdin. Kilu, the bezdin had a shtickle say in the matter, and that's why the Geula of Yetzias Mitzrayim, the Yidden, it wasn't kiyum. It lasted for as long as it did, but afterwards it went away, and the Yidden went back into Galus. But the Eibishter says when Mashiach comes, it's going to be me without my bezdin. The Eibishter Alein is going to take the Yidden out, obviously through the Melech HaMashiach, but it's going to be in a way that the Eibishter himself, with his koyach, is going to take all the Yidden out, and it's going to be in a way of kiyum. So we see right in the beginning, there's two major differences. Number one, that by Yetzias Mitzrayim, is that the Yidden ran away. They had to run away from Galus. But by Mashiach, we're gonna see a little bit more that we're not gonna have to run away from the Galus. And the second difference is that by Geula it's gonna last forever. By the other Galus, it was there for a little bit and then it ran away. So now the explanation for this, there's two biurim for the two different points in Chassidus. The first one's based off in Tanya Perek Lamed Aleph, where it explains this, like the avoid of what was going on. But Yetzias Mitzrayim is the avoid of Stromera. The Yidden, they were pashut stuck in Galus so much that if they were there for even one more second, they would have been stuck there forever. And that's even though it was really a Galus and they had to run away from the bad of Mitzrayim, really what was the real bad? Kilu, what was in themselves, all the ra that was going on from the Galus. Really, what do they really have to run away from? Was running away from themselves. Also, the Rebbe mentions in the Sicha, which coming up in Chavches Nissen, that Rebbe says that the whatever about the gula, that we need the gula b'chlal. And Rebbe says, and the ikr, the gula pnimius inside every single yid, that the gula, they should be able to serve the Eibishter in the proper way. Fine. And the second Indian, and this is more shaykh to the last Majashim, is that it explains in the Maimer Kimitzescha that by the Giloy, even though the Arizal is Medayik, that it says the Eibishter revealed himself to the Yidden by Yetzias Mitzrayim and Yatak, but that was a Giloy in a way. It was enclosed in Malchus. It was Giloy of the Eibishter, but it had it was covered a little bit. It wasn't a full Giloy mitzad the Tachtin. So therefore, when it came to the Gula itself, it didn't really last. It was only there for a little bit. It was shaykh to change. Teva shaykh to change. But when Mashiach comes, it's going to be a Giloy. It's going to be a Giloy of the Eibishter Lein. And if that's the case, it's not shaykh to change, and that's why the Gula is going to last forever. So now, hold on. Another nekuda just to this point is that by Gula, the Eibishter is gonna take away all the bad from the world. Meaning, we're obviously did the avodah of refining the world of biyun tzitzis v'chulu, but when it comes to Mashiach, the Eibishter is going to remove all the bad. Whoever's in release time camp for the queens, they all heard Blavik give the announcement to all the kids, what's going to be when Mashiach comes, and they said, what's going to be with all the bad people? They're going to be wiped off the face of the earth. You know, like why? Yeah.
I saw recently a secret from Nabi, and then I was, what do you think the Eibishter, the bad guy is going to kill 3 billion people?
No.
The Eibishter is not the guy who's going to kill 3 billion people. Even the bad guys, in the same Yisrael, the Eibishter is going to transform them and bring out the good in everybody.
Very, very good shmak. So that brings us to Nekuda number 2, which is it mentions this a little bit, is that by there's a very big difference also between Yetzias Mitzrayim and Gula. What is it? By Yetzias Mitzrayim, we had the idea of Makris. What was Makris? By Makris, the Eibishter was supposed to be pashut, sitting there and breaking Mitzrayim, breaking the clip of Mitzrayim, and the guy of a Pari. What did Pari say? I don't know the Eibishter. I don't know who he is. So the Eibishter came with Makris and started to sort of say break Mitzrayim. By the end of Yetzias Mitzrayim didn't exist. It was in the beginning it was the superpower, and at the end it was broken and everything. By Gula, it's not going to be like by Gula. It's the opposite. By Gula, everything's in a way of tikkun. Everything's going to be in a seder mesudar. It's not, the Eibishter is not going to destroy anything. Rather, everything's going to be fixed in the best way. For example, the best way to explain it is by Geil and Gula, which the Rebbe explains. All you need to do is just bring the Eibishter into the world. We're not being mevatel the world. We're bringing the Eibishter into the world, and everything's going to be the way it's supposed to be. And it's just the last nekuda. Which Rabbi Simcha just mentioned, that there's many prophecies which explains that Taka, we see that the Eibishter is going to kill a lot of goyim, and we see there's many different nevuos which explains that that it's not going to be in a way of tikkun of the world. Rather, it's going to be killing a goyim or destroying different things. So what is it? So you give an answer also, and the Rebbe B'chlal gives different explanations. Obviously, in some level, you have to say a medrash maybe it'll. But that gave biurim how Lepoil maybe can explain it in ruchnistic way that no way, because the Rebbe held very strongly that by Gula the whole Gula is going to be in a way of tikkun. So it's in the Shiur. Chaim Uvracha. Yechi Adinei Meinu Rabbeinu Melech HaMashiach Leilam Vod. Yechi Adinei Meinu Rabbeinu Melech HaMashiach Leilam Vod. Yechi Adinei Meinu Rabbeinu Melech HaMashiach Leilam Vod.